Why are you trying so hard to make your business work when trying hard is not working? The truth of the matter is this: you're pushing, you're running, you're pacing, you're digging up, you're running like a turkey without its head, but that's not working. Nothing is working. You're getting frustrated. I have news for you, though. I have been there. And I have a mindset switch that can help you to turn this around. The mindset switch that I have named it the roller coaster mindset. And what happens in this mindset, I give you two examples. The first one is called stop and slow down. Stop and slow down means that you do just that. Life is like a roller coaster. All of us know about roller coasters. We get on those roller coasters and we feel, I don't know that I want to do this, but we came as a group from the church or whatever. I can't let people see that I'm a scaredy cat. But when you get onto the roller coaster, everything seems to be going okay. Everybody seems brave. You can't be the first one to yell out. Roller coaster comes to a slow start, a slow stop. And when you think that, oh, we are about to get off, oh, thank God it's over, it suddenly picks up. It starts to run like crazy. You cannot contain yourself. You start screaming. Life is like that. Businesses operate like that. You start off and you're doing really well. Business around the corner and all that good stuff. Phones ringing off the hook. And then something goes wrong and you can't find the momentum. Nothing is working. Business begins to slide. What do you have to do? You have to step off this roller coaster of life and you have to take a break. You have to walk. Go take a walk outside. Leave your staff for a moment. Go in your office and lock up and try to reach down deep inside of you to the person who started this thing. You're overworking. You're not able to think, but it was thinking that got you where you are in the first place. So when you step out into the beautiful atmosphere, the wind is blowing in your face, you feel like you're living again. You find that thoughts are coursing through you. You start to look at the faces of your employees and you're noticing that you have not been good to them. You always yell now. You always get angry. You're shouting at them. They're doing their best, but nothing pleases you anymore. And you see the hurt in their faces. You've lost a couple of them too, good ones. But you never noticed. You're so bent on making the money and making it fast. Working hard does not mean that we get where we're going. The second mindset method I want to share with you today is called slow is fast. Slow is fast. What exactly do I mean by that? Slow is fast. What are you talking about, Leah? This is what I'm talking about. What I noticed is that when I slow myself down, I avoid errors. I avoid mistakes. In my time with my businesses, I had situations just like yours. I have a boom. I do my ads and everything is coming in like crazy and everybody's happy and the office is bustling. And then I start to get too harsh with my staff. I'm not slowing down. I'm not taking lunch breaks. I'm not going home on time. I'm not sleeping well. I'm cranky. But I got the bill. This thing is blowing up. I can't turn away customers. I have to build this. This is my baby. This is my dream. I got to scale this bad boy. And I forget myself. I forget my family. I forget my husband. I forget my kids. And then what? You're out there. You're doing the same thing. You're forgetting everybody that loves you. Oh, I can't come to the Thanksgiving party tonight because I got a big contract that's coming up next week. And you have those poor workers. They got to go home late too. You just care about you and what you're building, and you don't care about them. You don't see the hurt on their faces, the strain, the dark eyes. They're on their eyes, the dark. You see nothing. I'll give you a story. There were two men caught in a forest. They used to cut wood. Their job was to cut wood. And one of them just kept, the younger one, there was a young one and an old one. And the young one, he just kept, from the time the truck dropped them in at the site, he just started rushing, and he's cutting and he's chopping and he's going boom, boom, boom. Muscles, health, strength. What did the old man do? The old man chopped. He chopped. He timed the amount of trees that he was felling. And then he came back and he sat down and he sharpened his axe. And then he went back and he chopped and he chopped and he chopped and he sharpened his axe. The younger man is running like he's on a exercise wheel, and he's going. He got what it takes. This old man don't have nothing on me. And at the end of the day, old boy had more trees felled than him. The moral of the story is this: he moved fast. Old man moved slow. Old man took time and stopped, and he smelled the roses, and he smelled the breeze coming through the trees, had it rustle through his hair and his face. He was living life. But the other one couldn't feel the breeze. He couldn't feel anything. All he felt was the speed that he had to utilize to get his trees. Slow is fast. When we move slow, we accomplish more because we're not having to go like an Energizer bunny. We burn out and we think we're going. He never, not once did he stop to sharpen his axe. We always have to sharpen our axe. The axe needs to be sharpened. Our mind is the axe. It's the main tool in here that gives us the idea. Entrepreneurs, we are creative people. Everything starts here. If you are not sleeping, you can't create. An idea might drop from the heavenly and you can't get it. Or if it comes, it doesn't stay because you are not able to receive. You keep on drinking 5-hour energy and coffee. Slow down, yeah? I want you to slow down. Slow is fast. All right? So those are my two stories, and I hope it got the concept over to you that even if we are trying to build this business and we want to build it fast and we need sales or whatever it is that we're using, the skills that are in our hands, we have to know that we cannot run like a computer. We have to take breaks. All right, so I hope that helped you. If you have any questions about what I said or some things were not, made clear to you, just leave a comment and I'll get back to you with it. All right, so what is my next on my agenda here? As we have been telling you, we have a webinar that is coming up. The time has passed for the webinar, and so now we have projected to the uh, October 6th at 8 p.m. It's still tentative because my husband is the only person doing the production and the back scene, and it's a lot of work. So what is this mindset going to be about? It's going to be about the exceptional seller's mindset. Here in this room, we believe that selling is the main thing. Selling is the backbone of our business and everything that we have to do. Okay? Now, you are reaching me today on the Leavona show. And why should you follow me? Why should you even bother with me? The reason why you might want to invest in me and come into my world, my hemisphere, is because I've been in business. I've been doing business for 25 plus years. And during the time, nothing that I touch, nothing at all, none of the businesses that I created failed. Every single one took off and ran. And so, in this world out there today, we have compression, where we need sometimes to have somebody show us how to compress. We don't want to spend 25 years to learn and get a business. We might be in our grave at that time. So what we do, we reach out to coaches, to entrepreneurs, to people who have done the journey before us. And you enlist our help. And that is what I am. I'm offering my services to you as a coach, as an entrepreneur who has walked the walk and who has done the work, talked the talk. And I will teach you what I know, coach you how I was able to grow, and teach you how to compress and develop your techniques and the skills that you have inside of yourself. Because entrepreneurs, after a while, if you have what it takes, we are able to see that you have leadership qualities, right? So I just want to let you know that that option is available for you. The webinar, The Exceptional Seller's Mindset, is a webinar. Like I said, October 6th at 8 p.m., tentatively. By God's grace, we were able to finish it. And it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. All right? Every day now, and these are just I have to read off the announcement. We started off this channel by deciding that we were going to go 7 days. However, we're finding that, like I told you, we cannot run, go. We have to take rest, or else the brain, our axe, needs to be sharpened. Just like I'm advising you that you have to sharpen your axe when things are not going right, you have to step back and watch and see what is going wrong. What have I done before that brought me here? Where did I go wrong? Let me try to fix it. All right. So we decided that we, like you, need at least 2 days off. So we will take Saturday and Sunday off. Going forward, we will be here with you every day from 8 p.m. to 9. All right, there will be like a half hour for the first part of our show, and then we're gonna do something that we are now introducing. I think last night was the first night we introduced this. We're calling it the why factor, and why we are in business, right? And then after we do the why factor, we're gonna go into some questions and answers. Now, I had a channel before that was called Vivi's Views, and I had a few of my subscribers, and so they know they know that I'm back, and they also are accustomed to me saying this particular song bite that life is precious and that you have to cherish it. So as entrepreneurs, I want to encourage you tonight that life is precious. We have family members, We may have children, we may have sisters, brothers, uh, family, friends, our customers. I've had customers for years, and I've lost to many of them. And I must say that I try my best to love on all of them, but I do not know that I was always able to be the best person that I could have been to all of them because of life. Life takes us down busy paths, and we're scrunching and we're trying to get the businesses to stay afloat, and the time is changing, and how do we still keep going? So sometimes we could forget them, they forget us. The world is so busy, we have cell phones and everything, but still we don't make contact because sometimes we want to shut in and work on things that we're dealing with. But I want to encourage you that life is precious and that we have to cherish it. We have to cherish it from the perspective of being business owners. We need to take care of our health. We need to go if we can't do the gym thing. I don't like the gym thing. I feel like when I go to the gym, I get self-conscious about other people. They're young and they look, everything is in tone, and I might have this that is wrong, or for me, I like to walk the boardwalk, or I would go around the ball field in the early when no one is there. But we have to take care of ourselves. We have to cut back on drinking the sugary drinks. And let me tell you, as I tell you this, it's a conscious effort. I have stepped away from buying anything outside, but I still make the sugary drink in here, and that I drink iced tea. Iced tea has a lot of sugar. We have to look at our health. So that's what I want to ask you to do. Watch how you eat. Watch when you eat. Don't eat for eat's sake. Let's eat because we're hungry. And if we're overweight, let's try to see how best we can pull the weight away. Everything that has to be done with us can be done through the mind. We have to trick the mind. If you have a business and you have to fall out because you didn't take care of your health, you have no one to blame but yourself. If you love yourself and you love what you have built, stay with what you have built. No one can love it like you. So stay with it as long as you can. Be healthy. Don't build a business and before it reaches its full maturity, or before it reaches a place where you can actually get a sale for it or something, you fall out of life. So please, life is precious. Let us cherish it and stay in business, but rock business the way that it should be rocked. The business does not control us, we control the business. And you have to set things in place where you have to take days off, you have to go to the gym, or you have to go to the park. All right? Drink a lot of water, and let's look out for each other. Let's look out for each other, okay? All right. Life is precious, so let's cherish it. At this point, I would like to go into the question and answer section. I know that we do not have anybody in our room now because we've only started a few days, but my husband throws me a few bones, and I try to answer as best I can. Okay. Is there anything you feel that I can you feel that you, let's say I use you as my audience. Is there anything you feel that I did not expound upon enough that I can give them a little more? Mm-hmm. Mm. Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So that is something that we're gonna do in the future. Mm-hmm. Hardship and failure is something that every business sees that. We have a lot of momentum, and then we may lose the momentum. We may go into a season where, the minute customers hear that the economy is not doing good, they panic. And so, they want to pull back. They want to purchase less. They want to do less. They want to tie the money close to their breasts. So, depending on the business that you have, you always see a drop in business, cancellation of their appointments and what's not. So, it becomes very hard for us when we have our staff, and you watch these faces, and everybody is loving on you because you pay their bills, you give them a paycheck every week or every 2 weeks, and they don't know the back scene. They don't know what's going on in the back, that the income is slowing. So we always have to have something in play to cover in the event that something goes wrong. We can hold our clients, our employees, for at least a month or three or whatever. But hardships will come. And when the hardships come, we have to be prepared to take care of ourselves and rock it mentally. Because the first thing that starts to get eroded is the mind. You start to doubt yourself. What am I doing wrong? Why are the customers? You start to blame yourself. Why are they leaving? Like I said in my show last night, I talked about when things are not going right, you have to step back and be the person who built that business. And at this point, if you do not have children in the business who show interest that you can trust, you have to get back in there and start calling the customers who are canceling to find out what happened, find out how they're going. And even when things are not wrong and not broken, you should stay in contact with them. After they start building into thousands, you will not be able to do that. But you can have somebody designated to do emails. Make a generic email and send them messages telling them how you are thankful. Don't forget Christmas time. It's one of the big holidays in this country. You send out messages. If you're not a Christian and you're of another religion, you look for the big holidays that your friends and family and church parishioners and your customers, wherever they're coming from. You meet them on their turf. If they're Christians, they're of the Judeo faith, they're Muslim faith, you make sure you get something that tells them that you appreciate them. Because if you just show up after they cancel, let's say they canceled, you see that you're dropping, you're losing them like flies, and then you just show up, but they haven't heard from you in 3 years. They haven't heard from you. And sometimes they don't really want to. Like I said, we're working here for premium clients, and premium clients don't bother us. They don't bother us at all. But when they have a problem, some of them will reach out to us and say, XYZ, if you are so high up on the food chain and that doesn't come to you, then they ask themselves, what happened to Adrienne? I remember when Adrienne started, I was her first client. Now I'm trying to reach her. I can't reach her. I call her phone, she doesn't answer. I text, she doesn't answer back. I send her email, and now suddenly out of the blues, because you have lost about 20% of your business or 25 now, you start hitting them up. No, you have to have a system in play because they will be resentful. And do unto others as you would have done unto you. They might play you how you played them. Okay? You can't get a ton of customers and not be good to them. Nothing is guaranteed. Only loving on them, taking care of them, making them feel that they're cherished. Only that lasts. Because at the end of the day, everybody wants to be loved and appreciated. We can't get high and haughty and feel, well, oh, I don't have to do that. Do you know who I am? Yeah, I know who you are. I know that you were just at the bottom like everybody else, and God blessed you and you climbed up. And if you don't remove the arrogance out of your makeup, you could fall right back down where you came. All right, so let's work, let's get them, and let's keep them. Let's keep them by showing that we appreciate them. Doesn't have to be phone calls. It just has to be where you remember them for the major holidays, maybe for their birthdays or something like that. You think of whatever you can make up to make them feel cherished. Okay? All right. Anything else, Danny?
What about see people that are just now trying to launch their business?
Okay.
Just repeat my question too after I'm done, so
Yes.
that they can hear it, right? For
Okay.
replay.
So you want me to repeat
Repeat
that last question you asked
pertaining
me?
to hardship and failure,
Hardship and failure,
right?
yes.
For people that are just starting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they haven't gotten like any breakthrough yet. Like they know the stuff is good, but they're just punishing to get any recognition or attention. Like how what do we say about the mindset, that they should have towards that? So
Well,
repeat the question.
okay. What? Okay, pertaining to, let me see if I get the question repeated right. My husband has given me a few questions that hopefully can help you guys. Pertaining to hardship and mindset, you just started a business and you have set everything up and you are striding, but Lord have mercy, you just cannot cut a break. You can't get any customer. You're not breaking through. This is what I want to say to you. It depends on where you're advertising. From what I gather, we advertise on Facebook, right? And the ads have to be the right way. If you do not have the money to start on Facebook, this is something that I do, and I do it even now. And I did when I started. What I did was I started within the small perimeter of my family members, right? Not all of them. Some of them you might have situations with them, and you wouldn't take their money for nothing. It's like Abraham said in the Bible, I do not want to ask my family for anything because I do not want them to say later, I have made Abraham rich. Our families can be real messed up sometimes. But that is your first place that you start. You seek out the cousins, the uncles, the aunties that you know you have a good relationship with, a rapport with, and you present to them what you're doing, what your business is. And you ask them if they would like to bless you and give it a try, give you a testimonial based on what you serve. The next good place for you to give a try is if you are a church going person. You reach out to the members in the church and you give out your business card, or you give them links where they find your information, your website and what's not, and you ask them to take a look see and see if they would be interested in anything that you're offering, right? So we have our church, our family members, and then we go to our church members. And don't forget the job. You're at the job, and we always have these conferences and these gatherings, and we meet in the cafeteria. Every single place that you see people, you make it a point to sell your stuff. Selling your stuff does not mean that you have to jump on a table and say, hello, everyone. My name is Leah over here. I just want to tell you today that I'm starting a business. No, you don't have to do that. Some of us would. I know somebody who would. Those are things that I would do. I am so shameless. Anyway, but what I'm saying is you look for the quiet conversations. You're standing online at the cafeteria, somebody turns around, they want to talk to you, you say hi, you're friendly, you give them some information about your business. You don't force it. You wait for the right moment. You're walking in your neighborhood. I gave an example yesterday of the neighbor below me coming out with the dog. A lot of times people have animals and somebody stops you to talk to you just because your dog is cute. I have heard stories that husband and wives have met from just the animals, So wherever you are, wherever there are people, you sell, and you sell, right? You do not be ashamed. Do not be afraid. There is one thing that I have, the principle that I have about my product is that if I cannot convince myself to purchase it for me, then it's not ready. I need to go back and look at it and polish it and do better with it. So these are all the things. Yes, you have to go to family members, and you want to start there, because if your sisters and your brothers and them, they would say, you know what, if they love you, they'll say, Adrienne, this is, I think you need to work some more on that, right? But the reason why you go to them is because you need those feedbacks so that you can polish. Hopefully, family will tell you the truth, and they will not sit and laugh at you behind your back. Thanksgiving tables, those are good times. You give everybody coming in, the family, the guests, no shame. You give them your business proposals, right? And you just work it. Always tell yourself you have to move with the crowds. Where there are people, Adrienne is there, Brian is there, we're going to push our stuff. You don't get pushy. You don't walk into the room and take over the conversation around, the girl sitting on the couch, or you by the pool in the summertime and you just walk over and say, have etiquette and know when to make your move. Trust me, the world is so full of people, you will always get an opportunity to pitch what you have. Okay? But first and foremost, you have to make a good product and you have to believe in it. The mindset is that you have to believe in it because we are human beings, we're spiritual, and we feel things. And if you don't have confidence in your product, it's going to come through your pores. It's going to come through your tonality. It's going to come through everywhere. Just crack right through you. Okay? So have pride. And the way you have pride is to make the product good from the jump. Okay? And don't try to fleece people. Just go back and look at my my video last night. We don't want to be pushy. We don't want to be sleazy, and we don't want to sell through trickery. We want to sell because we are confident that what we have created, God did us. He did not give us the gift of entrepreneurship. I know that there would be no scams and no evil thing in what God has given us. And so you make whatever you make to bring honor and glory to God and to yourself. All right? Okay, so I think that's it for tonight. I want to thank you. Oh, he's going to kill me tonight. He wants another question. All right, let it roll, Danny.
Real quick.
Yeah, real quick.
2 minutes, 1 minute response.
All right. Yes, I'm here. I'm ready.
Well, the same person, right?
Yes.
Regarding, like you talk about mental health,
Mm-hmm.
regarding their mindset, right? How do they cope with that season where it's hard?
The season when it's hard. Well, for me, I reach to my faith. Oh, I keep messing up, guys. The person who is having hardships, but it's mental issues that happen. You lose confidence. Am I getting it right? Yeah, you have mental issues. You're getting meltdown. You're getting yeah. How do you cope with the hard season? Right? How do you cope with the hard season? So he wanted me to repeat that because I didn't repeat the question. I'm sorry, guys. All right. So, how do you cope with the hard season? Are we coming from a mental standpoint or just, yeah. Yes, the mindset here is that you have to tell yourself, you have to affirmate to yourself that you're strong and that you can do it. You have to say things like, you speak positively over yourself. I didn't come this far to lose. I did my research. I took time before I jumped. And now I know that I did not make a mistake. And I want you to know that we accomplish nothing unless God blesses us and gives us the breakthrough. A lot of times we get cocky and we feel that we are where we are because we are who we are. We are nothing. We're dust. It is God who blesses us when he wants to, how he wants to. You might look at somebody and say, but how come he's a millionaire? Or how come he has so much? And I work harder than him. Don't let me get started with the ones that are on jobs and they don't work, but they have more clout. People get away with a lot of stuff and they think that they're going to get away. But the book, there's the book of life that takes everything that is right and wrong is going in there. And one day we have to answer for all the wrong things we do. And you know what I'm talking about, because God has given us a conscience. And when we do wrong things, we feel when we do wrong things. So how do you pull yourself up when it's hard? It's hard. You have to have the mindset that you are a conqueror. You are born to lead. You are born to be an entrepreneur. You have to keep telling yourself, you have to believe in yourself. When nobody wants to believe in you, you have to believe in yourself. You have to pray. You have to get out of the house and step into the light. Step out there into the sun. Let the sun bask upon your face. Look up to the heavens and cry out and say, God, please have mercy on me. Help me. It's not working. And I've put everything into it. I have nothing left. And I promise you, he will. If you believe, you have to believe in your heart. When we open up our businesses, I don't know what you do, but with me, every single business that I have opened, it was just me. But I always prayed before I opened. And I would close my eyes and I would see my customers. Please remind me of this. I am telling you that you are out there. And I believe, even now with this business, that many of you are going to come to me. And when I am looking at what my views might be, or who comes into the question and answer, or who comes on the live channel, I know that it will come to fruition because I put my hope and my trust in God. So look, I can't tell you who to serve, how to serve, when to serve, what to serve. I am telling you that every business that I have built is because I put my faith and trust in God first. Many of the businesses that I started were started because I was in a bad place. I will tell you my story as you get into my hemisphere. I have started things from nothing because I was destitute. And God gave me the idea, planted it in me and said, do this and you will be okay. And what happens when you start? You start with one person. Rejoice for the one person. Thank him. And instead of being depressed and down that it's not working, start closing your eyes and seeing them. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Start seeing your clients. Start seeing them. Start thanking God for them. They will come, like I know you will find me. I know you will come to me. And I want you to remind me that I said that. I said that, and I'm saying it tonight because I have faith in my God that he will grow my business. I can go and I can be a social butterfly and I can talk to everybody. But if God does not anoint me for them to accept me and for me to accept them, we're not going anywhere. We are spiritual beings and we read each other. Sometimes you meet somebody and right away you take to them. And next time you meet them, you meet another person and oh, you are so repelled by that person. Spiritual beings. I hope this answered your question. Thank you for the time that you have taken so far to watch my videos. I appreciate you. And I'm trusting God that one day, like I said, you will come to me. You will find me because he will send you to me. I'm not just doing this for me. I'm doing this because I have been led to take care of many of you and to share what he has given to me. That when I go home, I do not take the gifts that he has given me and take them back and say, God, you give me this, and I was afraid that I could lose it, so I bring it back to you. I don't want him to say, you wicked servant. So I will continue to run my race, and I will continue to share and give and everything else that goes with that. If you loved my video, please share. Press the like button, the bell. Leave a comment if you may. Any good comments that you say will encourage me. And I trust God that he sends people who will uplift me like I am trying to uplift you. The Bible says that if we do not have anything good to say, we should not say it. So I hope that God rebuffs the naysayers. Have a pleasant evening, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.